On today's episode, Martian Manhunter confirmed for Zack Snyder's Justice League. WandaVision will explain how Vision returns, and Liam Neeson reveals he will return as Qui-Gon. All this and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Movie Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me as always, old school movie specialist, Uncle Willie.
How are things?
Things are thou. I think that's how you said it.
Things are me?
Know. I guess.
Things are me? I don't want things to be me. Although I may be a thing.
Well, you are. Your person plays in a thing.
No. I'm a person.
Well, you're
I'm a person. I'm a person. I'm in a place, and I'm doing a thing.
Oh, well, I don't even want to know what the hell you're doing, but this episode is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIA Geeks 10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10 on descriptions, caps, copy, paste, you know those shabam, guys. And within the descriptions, guys, we're going to have timestamps, which we're going to be talking about a bunch of stories. But if you feel like clicking on a specific one, by all means, go ahead. But if you want to click and listen to the whole podcast, you're just awesome. Just plain and simple. And before we get started, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know we'll come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. 2 video game podcasts in the beginning and the end of the week, and 1 movie podcast smack that in the middle. And now, let's get started.
Okay.
So, yes.
I just want to know that you're okay, because I think you pulled a major muscle trying to get to that segue.
I probably have, but I'm not too sure until I get the internal bleeding thing going on, which is probably happening.
Not internal bleeding. Let's not talk about internal bleeding.
Okay. But can we talk about something else, though? Like,
we can talk about other things, yes.
Well, I do feel kind of okay when you told me how I feel. I mean, it feels nice to be asked.
Bro, let's get to the stories before things get really weird. All right.
All right, guys. Let's talk about Martian Manhunter confirmed for the Zack Snyder's Justice League and these new scenes and reshoots that they've done. So, Harry Lennox has confirmed that he's playing Martian Manhunter in Zack Snyder's movie. That is awesome. I mean, Willie, being that we saw the movie already, the bad cut, and we saw the whole thing entirely, where do you think he's going to fit in that movie? Like, I feel they're going to put in a lot of stuff, kind of like doing like the Avengers type of thing, but this one feels a little more like kind of compact and more stuff in it. But then again, it's going to be a 4-hour thing. So what are your thoughts about this?
Well, first of all, there's nothing compact about the Snyder cut. This thing is going to be very dense and very immense. Like, it's not even going to be just one showing. It's going to be like a mini series.
Technically, yeah.
It has to be, considering all the other people they want to jam in there.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a 4-hour thing, or is it 3 hours?
I forgot. It might actually hit 5 or 6.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
They're saying 4.
I mean,
that's why I'm saying it's going to be multiple episodes of it, because you're not going to be able to watch this all in one sitting.
I'm sure I can. I would like to test that theory one day, but for 4 hours, I think they're going to put in a lot of things. I really hope that within those 4 hours, it kind of gives you a good storyline of everything we're going to be looking at, because we still have to establish Cyborg. We have to now establish Martian Manhunter, and also, which I think they also talk about, Green Lantern Corps.
Don't say corpse. Say core.
Corp. Sorry.
Because corpse means they're dead.
Well, yeah. But
maybe. Think. Okay, all right. Let's go through all the possibilities here. Okay. We know the original. We know all the Justice League members, and we know that. I mean, what's his name? I forgot the original villain's name.
Oh, Wolf something.
Steppenwolf.
There you go.
Okay, so we have those characters, and we have the characters on the side and all that are involved as well, like the Amazons, and we did see a Green Lantern member getting crushed in the beginning.
Wow,
but
very bad too.
Okay, Queen Hippolyta was already there. Lois Lane, Pennyworth. We're talking about Commissioner Gordon. A lot of people. Mira. Now, here are people that did not show up in the Justice League movie that they're talking about establishing.
Okay.
Iris West, played by Kiersey Clemons, who was cut out of the original Justice League theatrical release.
Okay.
Okay, William Dafoe's character, Luis Volco. You're going to see more of Silas Stone. You're going to see more of Ryan Choi. Of course, Darkseid.
Oh, definitely.
Assad, Luther, and Deathstroke. Not just the end credits, the stinger. We're confirming that Harry Lennox's General Swanwick is going to be Martian Manhunter. And he showed up in Man of Steel. He wasn't. I don't remember seeing him in Justice League.
I don't remember.
And they're talking about putting Joker in there too.
Yeah, they're putting all the pots and pans in this one. Really?
No, pots and pans. Forget that. They're putting every single kitchen that's ever existed in there.
I mean, yeah, technically, because this is going to be like, not only this is just going to be a 4-hour show or even 5. Who knows? Because by the things that they're adding, I don't even know how it's going to fit. But my hands go up to Zack, and I know for a fact he's going to make something happen. And this is going to pretty be a great thing to watch, or just a big old clusterfuck. I mean, it's all depending on what Zack makes happen here.
I say that what Zack is doing is the original plan.
Okay.
Remember that Justice League was going to be 2 parts.
That's true. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So, we'll see.
All right. You know what? Then we'll just wait till that movie comes out, because we're already in 2021, guys. And yes, we're getting past the difficulties of January. But being that this is going to come out sometime this year, we have something good to look forward to. And also, in 2 days, we're going to be seeing WandaVision. And speaking about it, Paul Bettany promises in WandaVision it will explain how Vision returns, which I don't even know how is it physically or even mentally possible to bring back that robotic dead body, because we saw it had nothing living. It was just dead. They took the freaking stone from his head, which was actually giving him the power he needed. What are your thoughts, Willie, of the fact that, naming the fact of what are your thoughts on how they're going to bring him back? We haven't seen the show yet, so once that show comes up, we're going to be talking about it.
First of all,
yes,
Vision was never alive.
Don't ever say that, because even Johnny Five was alive.
Listen, that's different, okay? Johnny Five and Vision are not related. Still. Okay. I just wanted to throw that out because I wanted to be pedantic. Well, I mean, okay, yes. The series is going to explain properly how Vision comes back. But, I mean, come on. We know how he comes back. Magic.
Well, yeah, but because of her. But does that mean that with her powers, she'll bring up that dead body or dead android body? I don't know how you want to describe it. Bring them back and make them stay permanently on this earth?
One of the problems...
that's the part I'm kind of confused on.
One of the things that the MCU never really established is how powerful Wanda actually is. Remember, I've told you this several times. She, in the comic books, they don't really explain her powers all that. They just basically call it chaos magic. But it's been shown that she can alter reality.
Okay.
So if Wanda wants to, she can make a dead person live.
Interesting.
So, I mean, how they're going to do it in the series, I don't know. All I know is that I want to see it.
No. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Look, even Bentley says it himself. That
not Bentley.
Bentley, yeah.
Bettany.
Bettany? Well, whatever. Bentley, yes. Bettany, whatever the hell. So he pretty much goes on saying that in WandaVision, the ride is worth waiting for. That in due time, everything will make sense. And when he says that, I don't know why I get like this warm sensation in my heart. That the fact that he said that, I'm like, oh, okay, Jarvis, I'll listen to you. Like, okay.
I have a feeling that your watching of WandaVision will involve many messages and phone calls to me.
Yeah, it will. How did you know?
Because I know.
You know the way.
Yes. I just know that I'm looking for two things.
Okay.
I'm looking for two things. The first one is, which they've said a couple of times that one of the characters there might be her, Agatha Harkness.
Oh, yes.
Agatha Harkness is kind of like the queen of all magicians in Marvel Comics. And I'm waiting to see where she's going to pop up. The one that I'm going to lose my mind laughing if it actually pops up is Bova.
Bova? Please describe this Bova.
Bova is Wanda's midwife when she has her two kids the first time around. Listen, the story is complicated. Just know that at one point, Wanda Maximoff, when she had her two children, had a midwife named Bova, who is a two-legged cow. I did not make up a single word of what I just said.
Okay, I thought you were trying to call her fat, and I was like, come on, Willie.
No.
Be more sensitive.
She is a literal two-legged cow.
If there's a two-legged cow in this fucking series, Willie, you're gonna hear me from where you're at to Hialeah. You're gonna hear me yell, "Fucking cows!" Just screaming.
Listen, think about this and think about this very carefully. All right.
Yes.
MCU is a huge spanning series of movies and shows and whatever that has already introduced you to a talking raccoon, a talking tree, and a talking purple rock.
I mean, let's be honest about one thing also. About that talking raccoon, the talking raccoon and the tree. We actually had feelings for that tree. Like
yes,
we shed feelings for that tree, which is not even real. So I have a bad feeling this fucking talking cow is gonna make something happen, and it's not gonna be
saying,
milk.
If it happens, don't be surprised.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. But let's talk about something which, remember this last year, I was very optimistic about this, and we talked about it a lot. And is Deadpool 3 coming to the MCU, and it's gonna be rated R, says Kevin Feige. And I've been saying, I go, watch they bring Deadpool into the MCU. And we kind of discussed about it, like the fact that, Mickey's not going to allow it. He's too vulgar, all the death scenes, all the violence. But now Kevin, the almighty Kev, he's going to make it happen. And not only he's going to make it happen, he's going to be rated R. And in Disney Plus, we're going to have an adult section for this type of shit, which I am blown away. I'm happy. I'm actually fucking happy. And and sorry, before I even go past that, he's gonna be in the fucking MCU, meaning there's a chance that Deadpool will be buddies with Spider-Man. I mean, life can't get any better.
Yes, it can actually.
Please go.
But that would involve Christina Hendricks actually, returning my phone calls, which would actually involve me calling her, which would involve me knowing her phone number.
I mean, I can make that happen, but
no, you can't.
Go ahead. Yeah,
no, you can't. Listen, we knew that Deadpool was going to be in the MCU in some capacity.
Okay.
The thing has been, how are they going to have an R-rated Deadpool? Well, now we know, and we know that it's in the works, because this is the MCU and this is Kevin Feige's fiefdom. That's all we know. The man knows how to keep secrets a little too well.
Very well, to be honest. Jesus, it's scary to be honest about this.
Yeah, like seriously, if you're gonna go out on a night on the town with the guys, you better make sure Kevin Feige's there, because he'll keep whatever's happened secret.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll take that shit to the bank for real.
Oh no, he takes everything to the bank. What are you talking about? The man is practically money.
Yeah, but he is.
Yeah, Deadpool being in the MCU, we knew what was gonna happen. I need to have the bromance.
It needs to happen.
I need to have the bromance. I need to have Deadpool and Spidey hang out together. And I need to have Spidey complain to Daredevil about how much of a weirdo Deadpool is.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Hell, I'll be even fine if they have Deadpool with all 3 Spider-Men.
Yeah, well, I still want the little bit that I told you.
Okay.
Where Deadpool is talking to the current MCU Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yes.
And talking about how the original Spider-Man was cool and the second one was a dick. I already told you this.
I'll be
Nothing
happy.
against Andrew Garfield. I'm sure he's a wonderful person. But I'm sorry, man. I didn't like your movies.
It was an acquired taste. I mean, look, the kid can act. I'm not gonna give him that
Andrew
bad.
Garfield
that bad
is a good actor.
But they gave him a really fucked up role. I mean, even the movie, I stayed there going, so the father's alive? And I'm like what?
What they gave all those people was not great to work with.
No.
But whatever. They did what they had to do and they made their money.
Yeah, and fuck it. And you know what, man? We're just going to keep it to how it is, which Feige pretty much let it be known. He even said it, in quote, it will be an R-rated, and we're working on the script right now. And Ryan Reynolds is overseeing the script as we speak, which that's a good thing because Ryan is so dedicated to Deadpool that he wants to make sure that, he delivers that fan service that we want. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah. The one thing I like when seeing these superhero movies is when the person playing the character is pretty much epitomizes the character.
Perfect.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
And I'm okay with that.
Like, okay, if you want to get nitpicky about it,
okay,
Deadpool in the comics is a little more compassionate, in his own strange, twisted way than Deadpool in the movies, because the only time you ever see him compassionate is with Vanessa.
I will be the same way too.
Otherwise, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Just like Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark, and Chris Evans is Captain America. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm fine with that, to be honest. But let's talk about something which, so we're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. The Falcon and Winter Soldier star Anthony Mackie reveals that he's not going to be the next Captain America, and I'm a little confused about that because he's not going
to be.
Not
that he's not going to.
That he may not be Captain America.
Not be. Yes.
Okay, I'll take the may as a cannot sometimes. I mean, I'm sorry. Sometimes I go from optimistic to go fuck yourself like really fast.
Well, but because you're a weird person.
Yes, I am. And people like me because of that. Because I make things interesting. But enough about me being awesome. Let's talk about Anthony Mackie.
I make things interesting too. But depending on how much alcohol I have in me, that interestingness might or might not get people in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what, ladies and gentlemen out there that's listening to us, he's absolutely right about that. But that's a different story. That's a different podcast. I'll be there after hours one day.
I got through the second half of college with you guys half drunk. So I have powers.
No, I know you do. You are an MCU character. Drunky.
I think that I'm the drunken master.
Yeah, you are.
The more I drink.
Go ahead.
The more I drink, the more computers I fix.
Yeah. So back to the story. So Mackie pretty much commented that we don't know yet the show basically, but we already know that in Endgame, Cap gave him the shield, pretty much telling him that, hey, you're the next captain. But it's not really said. It's just like kind of like giving him that nod type of thing, But in the show, he doesn't really specify or really says anything about him being the next Cap. So what are your thoughts about that, Willie? Being that you're a little more familiar with the comic, and I know for a fact, I think I seen it one time that he was or played Cap at one point in the comics, but that was not too much. I don't think that was even far lived. Like if I'm correct, I think Cap came back for some apparent reason.
Listen, the whole story about Captain America being and not being Captain America is weird as hell. Now, the one that looks like the one story that looks to be referenced is a Captain America story that happened in the 90s where Steve Rogers was ordered by the US government to do the things that they wanted him to do because they owned the Captain America persona. And he refused, and he was basically stripped of the Captain America title, and it was given to John Walker. Now, John Walker looks like is the one that, because you've seen the trailers and stuff where you've seen another guy dressed as Captain America.
Yeah, I remember.
That's John Walker.
Okay.
So this whole story is basically a whole back and forth on who is going to be the Captain America. And it's true. I mean, yes, in the comic books, Sam Wilson, the Falcon, was Captain America, but so was Bucky. And like I said, John Walker. Who knows? They might turn around and do a crazy thing where Sharon Carter's the one that ends up being Captain America.
I mean, there was a part to that, so it is true. Maybe
it could be one of several things. Again, the MCU and Kevin Feige know how to keep their secrets and know how to build stuff up and then keep you guessing. So let's just wait till it comes out.
Okay, no problem. I want to bring up something, Willie, which I think you have more to talk about, and it's going to be the Star Wars prequel trilogy gets a new name in the High Republic official timeline. Can you give us a little more detail about this? Like, I know you've probably seen this a little more than I have.
You would leave this to me. This made my head hurt.
I'm sorry, but you know.
This made my head hurt. All right, so with all the hubbub going on with Star Wars and the success of The Mandalorian, which now I get, I understand.
You know the way now.
I don't want to talk about that, okay? Because then we start talking about Knuckles, and I don't want to do that.
Stop.
But they have decided to properly lay everything out in a timeline. And it's taking into account the original movies, all 9 movies, plus the spin-offs, and things that are in the works, either already out in Disney Plus or about to come out. And oh my God. Let's start. So, they have divided everything up into 6 eras. The first one actually not being the prequel trilogy. The first era they're calling the High Republic.
Okay.
And that's stuff that they're going to start leaning into now. That's going to involve not just movies and TV shows, but comic books and books. Marvel Comics is going to be debuting the High Republic #1, and there's a book coming out called The High Republic: Light of the Jedi. This is, I'm guessing, how everything came to be with the Jedi rising to the mythology that they had right before the prequel trilogy. The prequel trilogy is going to be part of an era called the Fall of the Jedi, which we know that the Jedi are the super sword priests of the universe, and they decide to take on Anakin, and how Anakin ends up being the point where the Jedi fall. We know about that whole story.
Yeah,
that's going to include the Clone Wars series, and it's going to include, if I'm correct, Solo, because that's all within the same era.
Okay.
And there's going to be, Solo's part of that, and they're going to actually spin up another animated series, the one that they announced, the Bad Batch,
Okay.
which is supposed to be after the Clone Wars. The third era is called Reign of the Empire. I'm sorry. See, I'm telling you, this is confusing as shit. Reign of the Empire is where Bad Batch comes up, and that's where Solo is.
Oh, okay.
So all those, the first two, the High Republic, which is new, Fall of the Jedi, which is the prequel trilogy, into the Reign of the Empire, which is like in between the prequel and the original trilogies. So that's where you get that story Bad Batch that I told you about. The fourth era is called Age of Rebellion. That's where the original trilogy is, and so is Rogue One. The fifth era is the most interesting because that's the era that The Mandalorian is based on, which is called the New Republic. So we know Mandalorian happens after Return of the Jedi. So everything that's happening there is things that happened after the Empire was defeated and building up to the final era, which is Rise of the First Order, which is the sequel trilogy. Why they did this? I mean, to keep things in line, to basically give a through line so people can know where things fall in the story.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff to digest.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Star Wars lore alone, that is a deep ass rabbit hole, man.
I mean,
like there's so much to go through that's crazy, to be honest.
But it's not just that. It's a deep ass. Okay, categorizing it. Okay, that tells you where in what era things are gonna land. Like we know that the Ahsoka series that was teased, is gonna be in the New Republic, which is right after Return of the Jedi. Rangers of the New Republic, which is another series that Disney Plus is doing, that one's gonna be also in the New Republic.
All right.
It's just, I mean, we'll get used to it because we love chronologies and we love all manner of, keeping lore in its proper place. And so we'll digest this and we'll get used to it after a while. It does break my heart.
Well, it does. I mean, look.
Well, but it breaks my heart. Huh? And it breaks my heart because, okay, and this is going to be spoilers for Mandalorian Season 2. Deal with it.
Yeah.
But that means that, all the talk that they were saying about how they were probably going to wipe out or put the sequel trilogy in its own little universe that has nothing to do with what's going on now with Mandalorian. Well, that means that no, it's part of the canon. So it's going, everything that's happening now in Mandalorian is going to lead up to Rise of the First Order, which means that now I have to worry about Grogu, since he went with Luke, who's starting his Jedi Academy, and we know what happened to all the Jedi that were there.
Oh yeah, murdered.
Yeah, so now I got to think about Grogu getting skewered.
Oh god. Or maybe he escapes.
Maybe, but until they say otherwise, I'm gonna have to sit there and think that there's somewhere out there in the galaxy where they're selling Grogu jerky.
That's fucked up. Little Grogu kebab. Little Grogu kebab.
Yeah, there's a cute little rodent with a freaking apple in his mouth.
That's fucked up. But you know what? Since we're gonna be talking about dead characters like that, let's talk about one which they're gonna be talking about soon, and it's Star Wars. Liam Neeson reveals that he could return as Qui-Gon, and in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Liam Neeson has said that he would return in the Star Wars universe as Qui-Gon Jinn in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm not sure how how is it possible they can do that? When was the Phantom Menace? When did that one came out? That one came out like in the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
It came out in the 90s, and according to the new timeline, would be in the Fall of the Jedi era.
Okay.
So,
So go ahead.
so Obi-Wan could be a story that would be a bridge between the High Republic and the Fall of the Jedi. Because Qui-Gon was Obi-Wan's mentor.
Yeah.
And so it could be a story about how he came up. I don't know. I haven't seen anything really about what the Obi-Wan series is going to be about.
I mean,
But
the only thing
they
that comes
could
to my
fit it in.
mind, the only thing that comes to my mind is that, you know, Obi-Wan from 2019 is he's way older now. And to him to play the younger version of Obi-Wan before he gets older and he looks like Jesus, you know, there's going to be a big change. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be kind of a different look. I mean, I'm not expecting to do a CGI on him or anything like that, or maybe heavy makeup or so on.
It's not like Liam Neeson has visibly aged that much that you would have to do that. If they do, it would be light. And considering that Hayden Christensen's going to be there.
Okay.
Actually, with Hayden Christensen being there, we know where in the timeline it's going to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Possibly.
Well, all I know is that Liam Neeson was pretty much kind of hesitant at first until they pretty much start telling him that there's going to be 10 new Disney Plus series over all that stuff that's going on, including the Obi-Wan series. And he was just pretty much like open to it. He's like, you know what? I'm open to the possibilities. Let's get cracking with this. And I love it. I mean, I like the fact that they want to do something like that. I'm just scared of the outcome of it. But I have to keep an open mind, you know, be very positive about it. Well, you know how I am. And to see what they're going to do about this, which I want to see. I mean, I love The Mandalorian. I love how it is. And I like how this whole Disney Plus is actually making some good things.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? We'll keep that there. We'll put a pin on it. I mean, go ahead.
Want to hear a little bit of fun trivia about Liam Neeson?
Oh, go ahead.
See if you knew this one. Did you know he was almost cast in The Princess Bride?
No. As
You're never gonna guess his who.
Antonio Montes.
He was asked by a friend to read for the part because the director, whose name escapes me. Hold on a second. I'll get this. His name is... Fuck, I have to look it up. You see, I'm an old ass man.
Which is okay.
It's Rob Reiner. Sorry, I just got it.
Okay.
The director, Rob Reiner, was, looking for people to read certain parts. And he actually read for Fezzik.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Which is funny. He said Liam Neeson was interviewed once. He says he sort of kind of holds a slight grudge against Rob Reiner because he didn't want to even give him a chance to read, because when he first saw Liam Neeson, who's a pretty tall guy, he immediately said, "I said I wanted a giant."
I mean, look, I'm fine with getting Andre the Giant for this.
Oh no, getting Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant as Fezzik is magical.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, I found a Fezzik Funko Pop.
How much?
It was like $50.
Jesus Christ!
It's right at that threshold of, do I really want this? I think I really want this. Listen, all I know is that I have Dread Pirate Roberts, I have Inigo Montoya, and I have Princess Buttercup. I don't have the Dread Pirate Roberts with his mask on, because that costs more than my house. But I need Fezzik. I need Fezzik. And I want there to be a Vicini.
Guys, if you're listening to this, I mean, point us the way where there's a cheaper one so we can get it for him. It's a must.
It's good for me to dream, because I was dreaming about the Diablo Nintendo Switch, and I got it.
Yep.
So,
dreaming about Fezzik, and he might get Fezzik.
Hopefully.
Let's pray and wish on that. And guys, if you're listening, please point us the way where there's a good Fezzik that's not over $50. And who else you said, Willie?
Well, just Fezzik. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be a Vicini one.
Well, let's see.
There is a Fezzik one.
Either way, just point us in the right direction.
Yes. Show me the way.
And speaking of the way, we're going to be talking about the way of the fans and how they reacted with Nicole Kidman casting in the I Love Lucy biopic. And I'm not going to lie, that I call it biopic, whatever, biopic. I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to tell you something. This picture of her beside Lucy, I almost thought I was looking at the same person. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I had to do a double take to see, like, bro, did they enhance the picture? And no, it was fucking Nicole Kidman.
Except it's not.
It's not her either?
No. The picture you're looking at, and you can put it up on screen, the picture you're looking at on the left, that's who the fans want to be Lucille Ball.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
It's spot on. Like, scary spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they want to get...
And the casting is controversial, not just for Lucille Ball being played by Nicole Kidman, because they want to cast Javier Bardem to be Desi Arnaz. And Javier Bardem is a great actor. I actually enjoy his work. Like, if you want to see a real creepy individual, yeah, Javier Bardem.
Okay, but look,
Did you ever see the movie whose name I forgot now, and I have to look it up because I'm that old?
Who?
Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, give me a second. I have to look it up because, again, I'm an old ass person.
Well, while you're doing that search, let me give a little rundown right here. Debra Messing is like, oh my God, I didn't know that was her. I totally thought that was Nicole Kidman, like in heavy makeup and all that stuff. No, that's Debra Messing. This is the chick from freaking oh my God, that show, Will and Grace. There we go, Will and Grace, and that's her with just her hair up. Well, she is a redhead, anyways, but her like that, dude, it needs to be Debra. I mean, I don't care about Nicole Kidman that much, but Debra Messing being her is awesome. Has to be.
Okay. No Country for Old Men. If you ever want to see a crazy motherfucker that you will actually fear being in the same room with, watch that movie and watch Javier Bardem's Anton Chigurh.
Okay. I shall.
You will believe that man will reach through the screen and fucking kill you.
Oh my God. That guy is scary. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a couple of things of him. I think I even seen like a 10-minute clip of him, like the way he is. He's pretty fucking creepy. But
just the scene in the gas station.
The quarter
where he's telling with the coin.
Yes,
with
that.
The coin flip. That
even I took a deep breath. I didn't know what to do.
Like, no. Seriously. You're like, this motherfucker's gonna die over a coin.
Dude,
over a motherfucking coin.
Dude, yes. You know what? I would have like backed the hell down and leave. But when he won, he goes,
you would have pulled out your gun. I know you would have pulled out your gun.
Boy, yeah. But with that guy looking at me dead in the eye, giving me this rundown about the fucking coin, and you know, it's a 50-50 chance and all this shit, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with someone sane. I shoot him, he will do something bad.
You will pull out your gun and you will tell him with a cracked voice, you're making me pee-pee.
Yeah, that sounds kind of right. But I will be very angry about me doing the pee-pee. I'll be like, you're making me do pee-pee. And I'm just like aiming right at him, shaking and shit.
You will be shaking like a fucking leaf. You're making me pee-pee, okay?
What
I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say, he's a great actor, but I don't know that he can do Ricky Ricardo. Now,
I don't think so either.
We always go through this whenever someone is cast for a part that people love, and he could prove us wrong.
It's a possibility, but I still say that
go through all the times that people have been cast for something, and afterwards, at first we were like, no. Then afterwards we're like, okay, I was wrong.
Yeah. You know what? We have gone through that a lot, but I am going to tell you something, because Debra did one episode that she did a Lucille Ball episode.
And that's why everybody is so hell-bent on her doing it.
And you know what? If they make more noise, it's a possibility that they could change something out there. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to lie. I first thought that, I'm like, wait, that's her in that picture? Holy shit. Like, wow, it's convincing. Even though totally forgot what freaking this lady looked like in the beginning, but now knowing that was Debra, and that I totally remember that she did an episode that she played Lucille Ball in Will and Grace. Again, my mind is made up. I would like to see Debra as Lucille Ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen. If it's been cast already, it's been cast. What can you do? But it would have been nice.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. And you know what? Let's see what happens. And guys, since you guys are listening to us, tell us what you think about this and everything else we talk about in the back. What do you think about Nicole Kidman being cast as Lucille Ball? Will you want her or Debra Messing? I mean, give us your rundown of who you love to see on that show. And of course, everything else what we talked about, you know, the Falcon with Soldier, the Star Wars prequel, everything in between, guys. We would love to hear your thoughts. Now, now that we got past all that, let's talk about something that, Willie, you shared this with me, and I was actually kind of like, holy shit, weird about it. That Amazon unveils a synopsis for the Lord of the Rings series. Can you give me a rundown of just this only, not the whole storyline about it?
Oh my God, no, I can't. It's impossible.
No. Just the article alone. Just the article. I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to make your brain fart again.
Okay.
It stinks.
All you need to know about this is that this is set way before The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Oh my! Like, damn, that far back?
The Second Age of Middle Earth. I'm not gonna get into details because, like you said, you don't know them.
Yeah. No.
It's not going to have anything to do with the movies that you know and saw.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna have some new characters and so on and so forth that might lead to the movies. In other words,
it's gonna be crazy.
All right. Well, we'll leave it as that. So yeah, man, that is gonna be by far the most craziest series to keep an eye on. But you know, again, like we always say, we're gonna keep a pin on this one because let's see what it's gonna tell us more about this whole thing with Amazon and the Lord of the Rings series. But I do want to talk about this, and it's Kevin Hart signs an Adam Sandler-like deal with Netflix. The comedian Adam Sandler. God, great, good, Jesus. Comedian.
Do we have to call up Johnny Depp?
Yeah. Oh, stop. No. Stop. Oh no. Stop. Why are you doing this to me now? Now I have Johnny Depp in my head, Willie.
Because Johnny Depp is funny.
Stop. Comedian actor Kevin Hart has signed a mega deal with Netflix, according to the Hollywood Reporter and other publications. The site that Hart oh God, I farted when I'm reading.
You farted while you're reading? I mean,
yeah.
There's two different holes, so you can't do that.
Okay, hold up. So Kevin Hart pretty much signed this enormous deal, just kind of like Adam Sandler's deal with Netflix, but this is a whole lot different, guys. And this is by far one of the things that I think he wanted to do, right? Didn't Kevin Hart want to do some sort of deal like this before? I mean, besides the fact that he loves making movies.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to do this where they get, you know, a lot of money just to do some stuff with Netflix. You say Adam Sandler, but I'm thinking Dave Chappelle and Eddie Murphy.
I was thinking the same. Like another just a thought that came to my mind. Being that Kevin Hart signs that big mega deal with Netflix, like, is he going to be doing a Kevin Hart production movie, or is it going to be more of his stand-up? Because if it's stand-up, I'll be fine with that. I love his stand-ups. Fucking amazing. Well, but if he's going to do movies, I mean, I know he's going to put a lot of time and work with it, and I know he has other deals and stuff that he's working on other movies and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably make another Jumanji movie somewhere on the line that he's going to be in it. Well,
this is what we know about it is that it's going to be a 4-movie deal, like what Adam Sandler had signed. They had originally said that it was actually originally reported that the deal was going to be a payday in the 8-figure range.
Wow, my God!
But I can only wish that was retracted.
Oh,
still, A 4 movie deal, it ain't gonna be for minimum wage. You can
No, no,
bet
no,
that.
no, not chump change. No, sir.
Not at all.
But you know what, man?
So
That's pretty
we'll
good
see.
to me. To be
Hey,
honest, that's pretty
listen,
good to me.
whatever you feel about the man, I think he's done enough to say that he's earned some kind of payday.
Oh no, I agree. I have nothing but love for that man. He's very funny, talented, and all the hate that he's been getting from the cancel culture itself is kind of stupid. But again, that's them, and I'm more focused on what his future is going to be like in Netflix now. Just like freaking God, why do I keep bringing up Adam Sandler, dude? Freaking Dave Chappelle and stuff like that, which he's doing really well with fucking Netflix and whatnot. And I would like to see what Kevin Hart's going to do in Netflix as we speak.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely.
Now,
Yes.
can I share something with you that I wanted to put in there, but I decided not to because I didn't want to scream.
Please.
But I'm gonna have to put it now because you're gonna have to scream.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. I think, have I ever shared the story here on the podcast of how Die Hard originally came to be?
Yes, we actually talked about that.
Okay. So for those who don't know, Die Hard was originally supposed to start Frank Sinatra because of contractual reasons, and was given to Bruce Willis only after Frank Sinatra, who was about approximately 83,000 years old at the time, said no. And I think Bruce Willis did pretty good with that movie. I don't know. I mean, don't know if you remember it.
I actually do.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
Well, I'm telling you all this because Die Hard 6.
What?
Die Hard 6. There's rumors about it. And Bruce Willis is coming back.
Wait. Die Hard 6?
Yes.
Why? How? Why? No, how? Okay, no, why? Really, why? How? Yes.
When you explain to me how Lethal Weapon 5 can be a thing, I guess we'll figure out how Die Hard 6 can be a thing.
Okay, fine. But don't tell me that freaking they're going to bring back Hans or somehow, or that his brother did something because, memory serves me well.
They're both dead.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do this. I'm not they're going to meet Carl again from freaking Family Matters along the way either. And the freaking limo driver. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
You leave Argyle alone.
Why?
He's awesome.
Okay, fine. Because
and
you
yes,
said so.
I know the limo driver's name. I've watched the movie a few times.
Just a few, right?
Just a few. But Die Hard 6.
I'm pleased. I'm actually pleased, scared, screaming, and scared. Does that sound right to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Something else that I read.
What?
And I think you would appreciate this.
What is it?
Okay. Back to Marvel.
Okay.
What have you ever heard of something called the Fastball Special?
The what?
The Fastball Special.
No. What is that?
Right. It's an X-Men thing.
Oh, okay.
The Fastball Special was a move between that Colossus and Wolverine would talk to each other about. It was a thing where Colossus would grab Wolverine and throw him at bad guys.
Okay.
Colossus is strong, so he can grab Wolverine and throw him a fair distance. And since Wolverine is practically invulnerable, he could just why am I even going to sit there and try to come up with a plan? Let me just get thrown at you and just carve your face up close and personal.
Sounds cool. Sounds okay.
Yeah. It was a trademark move, and it wasn't just Colossus and Wolverine. Sometimes Colossus would throw Kitty Pryde. Right. But it's just a signature thing in the X-Men universe. What if I told you that there was concept art for Avengers Endgame, and I'm going to show it up on screen.
Okay.
That involves Spider-Man, the Hulk, and Giant Man.
Keep going.
The concept art shows Hulk, like basically his arm back, ready to throw Spider-Man. And then right next to it, a panel showing that Hulk is actually on Giant Man's hand, Because Giant Man's about to throw Hulk, who's about to throw Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Oh my
Pretty
god,
cool,
that is dope. Oh my god. That's dope.
Pretty cool.
That is freaking cool, man. God, I would have killed to see something like that. I mean, hell, the movie's perfect. The movie's perfect as it is.
No, I wouldn't say that it was perfect, but it's something that was actually shown from before, and I only came across it recently. So how about that?
I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll be okay with that. Yes. Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end the podcast.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Willie. And with that being said, this episode was brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIA Geeks 10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, paste it on the shopping cart, and bam, that's 10% saved, guys. And like always, guys, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week, 2 video game podcasts in the beginning and the end of the week, and 1 movie podcast smack that in the middle. All right, guys, we'll see you next time, and get ready for WandaVision. Peace!
Bye.